Hey guys, it's Greg Christensen, Grandview Livestock. Walking out the door here, first day of 2021. Yeah. Well, looks like January 2021 is going to be the 13th month of 2020. Got about, I don't know, 3/8 of an inch of ice here on the trees. Icicles on the grass. Tree limbs down. Not terrible, but at least we still got electricity. Well, we'll get started here. Let's go. Well, here we go. Headed out here to put some hay out because, well, they got plenty of grass, but it's covered in ice and they ain't gonna eat much. They gotta eat through an icicle. Maybe you can see all the ice hanging on the trees there. Eastern Kansas is ice storm country, but hopefully we don't lose electricity. I have a generator, but prefer not to use it. And here, Autumn, she's in her little warm spot here on the floor of the truck. That's kind of where they stay. She wanted to come today. She might as well just ride along. At least the snow's not deep, and these gravel roads were warm enough. They're not too icy. They're kind of slushy underneath what snow we're getting now. Well, here's our first stop. There's the goats underneath the big cedar tree. I don't know if they're gonna come over here and eat this hay or not. They're just kind of staring at me. Look like they're not too sure if they want to come out from there. Dogs are out roaming around. We'll see what they do here. I don't know. They're still just kind of staring at us. If you're gonna come over here, I guess they know where it's at. If they want to eat it, they come out. If they just want to stay, well, that's fine. Okay, that's how they do you. I felt sorry for them, so I stuck that piece of a bale underneath that tree there. Well, a few of them in there eating it, but now the rest of them just come out here eating this hay I'd already rolled out. I thought I was being nice to them, and they just stand in that tree and they sit there and eat. Now you see, we still got some kids in here. We've castrated them, we put them back to their moms. They just kept growing so good, we never did take them home, start them on feed. They're probably as big as them others that we've been feeding for a while, because we don't stock this very heavy. It got another guy's cows on it. We just put a little crew of goats here to take care of the brush. See that kid right there? Yeah, she's big old doeling. Big as anything we got at home. We'll come in here probably next week and get these. We want to take them to the sale probably the following week. So we want to get them home or we can get them on the truck. And these doelings, we'll put them somewhere. Some of them might have got bred here. We got a couple of bucks in here now. But oh, they'll probably manage okay, as big as they are. Well, I guess we better keep moving. Yeah, in case you're not in an area where we have many ice storms, after a few years of it, you learn to, if it's coming, maybe take some of the netting or the strings off your hay bales the day before. You can get them off. We took off some netting on some of the bales there at home, but now I'm going to a place to pick up some hay, take on down the road, and we didn't take any of the netting off of that yesterday. You can see the icicles hanging on the electric fence here. It's probably not working too well. Let's see what we got here. Yeah, 1.3 kilovolts. Everything's grounded out with the ice. But those goats aren't interested in going anywhere. They hardly even come out to eat. So they'll stay there. That's their home. Well, I gotta admit, guys, it is kind of pretty. All that ice hanging on these trees. Be a lot prettier if the sun was shining. It's not incredibly cold out. I bet it's only like 31, 31 and a half. Barely gonna freeze, but it's freezing on trees, grass, and the roads. Okay, the ground was warm enough. The roads are not only a bit slushy, but it must have rained quite a bit because I picked that last bale up. I don't know if I'll be able to go in and get another one. It's pretty muddy there. Yeah, you plan on stockpiling grass and it all works and everything until it don't. And you catch some days like this, you better have some hay out because they're not going to eat the ice off that grass to get to grazing it. And I don't want them to. It takes more energy for them to go out and eat on a day like this than it's worth. And I just soon them have some hay on days like this. Well, these goats here, we've been giving a bale once in a while. They know the program. They're coming on out here. Yeah, they know what's going on. They don't want to eat icicles. And them bucks still after them does. It don't matter how bad the weather is. That's kind of interesting picture there. Sometimes they get strung out like that. Looks like there's more than there is. It's about 300 or so here. And you get them in a pen, looks like where the rest of them go. Don't think you got all of them. Well, I guess let's get some hay unrolled. Well, some of them ain't even getting up there and eating. I suppose they'll still pick around on this grass a little bit. Maybe they break some of the ice off of it. Now here I left this core of that bale intact, so if it keeps on snowing here all day, at least it won't get all wet and covered up. And they'll eat on it even tomorrow. This will be enough hay to carry them through tomorrow, and then we'll come back the next day. They'll waste a little bit more of it, but yeah, I don't care really. Yeah, it's not cold enough. At least the water's not froze. We don't have to break ice. There's some waters over here, tire tanks, but they're open, and they'll drink out of those. They don't seem too worse for the wear. They act like this weather bothers them. Dog takes the high ground. Well, we better keep moving. So again, you can see this electric fence is all ice covered, and of course so is the barbed wire. We'll see what kind of, that's running 6.3, 6.5, 6.6 kilovolts. So I'm surprised, but even if it wasn't, you keep your animals well fed. They don't want out. There's nowhere to go. Just make sure, you know, they don't get hungry. Now look at these guys. They've left their hay over there, and they just went out to graze. If you can see that, they started to follow me out the gate a little bit, and then I don't know, they just stopped. They act like they're just starving to death. But it was just a couple days ago, 2 days ago, I fed them, and this isn't their. I would have waited another day or two, if it wasn't for the weather. So I probably won't come here tomorrow. I don't know. I might if I get bored. We'll see how much it snows. Well, I stopped off at this pasture. We've just got 2 head over here. I suppose you wonder why we only have 2 head here, and we got 2 dogs. Well, the 2 head sheep here is to keep these dogs here. We don't need them at home. We had about 30 sheep and their lambs here this summer through the fall, and well, then we didn't want to bring hay all the way over here that much, so I wanted these dogs here where they've always been. We don't need them at home, and so I left 2 sheep here, and then this spring we'll bring another group over here. It might be goats, and then we'll take these sheep home and we'll leave the goats, and that way the dogs are happy, they stay here, and everybody's happy. And we won't have to bring a lot of hay here. These would have been fine if wouldn't be such icicles on their hay, but the hay I've left them here, it'll last them a few days here, and it'll probably thaw out soon too, so they'll be pretty trouble free. Well guys, this is our last group of sheep I'm going to feed here today. Travis went the other direction from the house, and he fed some sheep, a big group of sheep and a couple groups of cattle that we have. And I'm going to head back to the house here, but just show you these guys. Now if you notice some of these with the orange ear tags, those are my original Hopping Brothers ewes that I bought as ewe lambs, and they're probably 4 or 5 years old now. And then the rest of them that don't have the tags are lambs that we raised out of them, and they're ewes now over here. But they're doing real well. These guys, these sheep are so tough. They were just out kind of grazing on this iceberg when I come up here, and yeah, they seen free lunch, and they're going to come over and take advantage of it when, you know, the grass is all covered up with ice. But yeah, they're just they amaze me how they can take the weather, and they don't really require that much on hand kind of work with them. We get them in and we'll check them for worms, Fibonacci score type, but you know, it's rare that we worm one, and they don't have feet problems. We don't have, I don't know if we've ever trimmed a foot. We just don't get feet problems. We get feet problems in our goats, but these sheep we never have, and I hope we don't. But I don't know if it's the kind they are. I don't know why they don't. Because we've had goats on the same pasture before, and the goats would get bad feet. And these sheep have been here, well, probably 3 years anyway now. Well, guys, here we are, back where we started this morning, back at home. And you know, really, it isn't that bad. Something about getting out and feeding your animals when the weather's not the best and it's kind of snowy out, icy, and most people are holed up in their house just waiting on a better day to do something. Something about going out and taking care of your animals just kind of makes you feel, you know, a little cowboy, a little western. Kind of makes you feel like a man. I don't know. Maybe if you're a woman out taking care of your animals, you probably feel like a woman. I don't know how women feel, but you know, there's just something about it. So it's not changed much here. But it's not terribly cold. But I hope you all have a happy new year. I'm hoping January isn't just the 13th month of 2020. So y'all have a good day. Take the day off and kiss your loved ones. Hey, we'll see you next time.